from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder. Morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, hands up high and voices free. Down under's where I'll be. Down under's calling, can't you hear?
G'day, folks. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Welcome. We are streaming out on three platforms. The Helping Hands for Cruising channel, the Down Under Cruises channel, and we're also streaming out on Facebook. So how are you folks? Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. First in the chat, Denise from Bone Tired Travelers. Welcome aboard, Denise. Hey, are you cruising this weekend, or is it last weekend, or what are you up to? Especially considering this weekend is Easter. So, what are you up to? 3 days from Nick. G'day, mate. How you going? Nice to see you here. Good morning, Denise. Welcome aboard. Seems like you jumped the other side as well. So, not only are you on the Down Under Cruises, but you're also on HH4C. So that's cool. We've got Denise saying congrats to Nick. Bet he's about to burst. Mate, I know that he's bursted. Welcome aboard 360 Building and Pest Inspections. Nice to have you here. Congratulations on subbing. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Definitely awesome to see you here. Nick is saying to Denise, thank you. He knows she is too. She told him that the other day. She's super excited to pick him up at the train station next Friday in München. Oh my God. There we go. It's Ross. He's not here. It's a remnant of his past. Past what, mate? G'day, Najuma. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. It's been a little while since we've seen you here, but nice to have you here. Hey, folks, you know what? Do the numbers 227 mean anything to you? I'll just leave it there for the minute. 227. Anyway, I was fortunate enough to be watching Matt and Deb from Deb and Matt Chat. They are currently sailing on the Crown Princess, and they did a live stream with them just leaving the port of Sydney. What a glorious sail away that was, leaving Sydney at night, having a look at the lights of the Opera House and also the bridge, and Sydney being Sydney. You know, it's just Sydney Harbour is absolutely a glorious harbour to sail out of, not only daytime but nighttime as well. So they're on that cruise, and I believe that the Crown Princess is doing a Brisbane to Sydney and then back to Brisbane again, and then possibly a couple of short ones, and then I believe it'll be doing the Trans-Pacific. So that's exciting. Anything that's Trans-Pacific is awesome. That's one of the things on our bucket list, is doing the Trans-Pacific and landing up either going to Seattle and coming back, or the other way around. So it'll be absolutely amazing. So good morning from Najuma, who we got. Nick is saying, Ross, are you talking like you're the ghost of Christmas past? That's a good question. And Ross is saying he's sleeping. Please leave a message at the beep. Yeah. Yep, I know, Ross. Yeah, I know what you're like. G'day, Ryan. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you on board as usual. Nightbot is saying, welcome to Brunch. No, it is, I'm going to fix that up. Welcome to Hump Day with the Ducks. Please support the channel so that we can support Helping Hands for Cruising. Nightbot is also saying we'd like to thank all of you who donated to HH4C. Please continue to give so that we can have more recipients joining us on our next cruise. And we'll talk a little bit more about that shortly. Oh, God. Give me strength. Ricky Rock is back in town. Sup, rock stars and Shaun. Ricky, I hope you've learned your lesson no matter what it is. I hope you're in a good place now. Okay, let's have a look. See, we've got. Oh no, Ricky Rock has done the ultimate. He's gone and done hashtag duck. Now, hey, we have a possible visitor. Hang on a second. Let me just do some things over here very quickly. You guys will like this because this will be absolutely amazing. Now, I just got to find the actual slot I found. Yes, that's the one. And then I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do. Guys, hang on. I promise it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. It will be absolutely. Who's there? G'day, Jimmy. Welcome
Hey,
aboard, buddy.
Sean, I'm glad you finally opened the door. It's cold out here.
Mate, I can see that, especially with all the hair and the beard and the mo all gone. No wonder it's cold.
Right? Yeah, I wasn't prepared for how chilly my head would get when my beard and my hair on the top was gone, but I take lessons from you, so you've been a good
Well,
teacher.
well. Let me put it this way. The reason why you are the way you are is not only have you lost the hair and the beard and mo, but you're also in 21 degrees C. So, I mean, I can fully understand why you've. Oh,
I wish
sorry,
it
mate.
was 21 degrees C here. It's
Um,
probably 36 degrees, 38 degrees out right now. That's Fahrenheit,
Hang on, let me shut my mouth. Um,
right?
yeah, that's freaking cold. Um,
Yeah, we went
uh,
from we went from fall or
yeah.
autumn to spring and then right back to winter again.
Well, you know what? You are in Boston at the moment, so what can I say?
Right. Yes, I'm
Um,
currently sitting here while my nurse is doing a blood draw. Every day, every morning, they draw my blood and then they send it down to have the labs look to see how my body is responding naturally to.
so, is your nurse any good as Denise?
Um, well, I haven't sailed with Michaela yet, and I haven't had a drink with her, but she's taking really good care of me.
Well, tell us you've got to join us on the rock and roll.
She's right here. You just told her.
All right.
Well, you've got to join us on the rock and roll cruise now, and then when you come with us on the rock and roll tribute cruise, we're actually going to be spending the rest of the time talking about Jimmy.
Oh, well,
Oh, perfect.
that's
Yeah, so you're
awesome.
coming?
Say again.
So are you coming?
I'll talk.
Yes.
I'll talk to her after we're when we're off air.
Good on you, mate. Nick is saying that he thinks he has a suspicion that Ricky Rocker is in Chicago. He'll probably see him when he's there this weekend. Actually, Ricky Rocker can be anywhere. I can tell you that now. He can be anywhere. He's in the
He's
ether.
like he's like savoir faire. He's everywhere.
Yeah, well, you see, here we go. You see what Ricky Rocker just said? Aussie
I
Sean
can't.
and American Sean.
Yeah, you have. Ha ha. That I'll go by Sean now.
Yeah, that's it.
Um, I can't really see the chat.
That's all right. I'm bringing it up for you, and I'll read it out. Jen is saying good morning to you and me.
Good morning, Jen.
How are you, Jen? Nice to see you here. Nick is saying that it's currently 2 degrees C in Minnesota,
Which is what,
about
like 30,
36,
34,
36, he's saying.
36. Yeah, well,
You got,
we're right around there. Here in Boston, um, wasn't able to see what the, oh, I could tell you right now. I lied to you. It's actually 43 degrees here in Boston.
Jimmy, how dare you lie it to me?
Well, at home, it's probably exactly, 2, 3, 4 C. So somewhere up in that area. That's where
Um,
Colleen's at home and she's enjoying that cold weather right now.
now, Jimmy, please don't mention those temperatures. My voice will go up the minute you mention those temperatures.
Right?
Brass
keep
monkey stuff.
keep keep those boys warm.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Ross is saying g'day to you.
Good morning, Ross. It's good to see you, my friend. It's good to see all my friends.
Well, it's nice to have you on board, mate.
Well,
It's been a
thanks.
while.
I wasn't sure if I was going to make it. I tried to do it on my iPad, and for whatever reason, it wouldn't allow the camera. So I'm on my phone.
Well, see, Apple works every time.
Breakfast of champions, folks, right here.
I enjoy it, my friend. It's coffee. Oh no, it's his tablets. Okay,
Best sip
and
of the day.
and the coffee. So, Jimmy, give us a heads up. What's cooking, my friend?
So for those, most of you know why I'm in a hospital room. For
Yep.
those of you, for those of you that may not know, um, I was diagnosed with cancer last fall, a rare blood disease called MDS. Um, we were walking gingerly. What I mean is the doctors and myself, and preparing me for a stem cell transplant, which is the only cure. But unfortunately, yeah, thank you. Um, Unfortunately, I came into Boston about um, almost a month ago now, not quite 3.5 weeks ago, and I had a biopsy. I went home. The doctor called me the next day and he said, "Bring your clothes. We're admitting you tomorrow."
Wow.
And I'm like, "Why?" And I said, "Did we find a donor?" And he said, "Not yet, but your MDS is now turned into AML, which is leukemia, a very fast, progressive, aggressive leukemia." So um, I had 7 days, 24 hours straight of two different chemos. Plus, for the first 3 days, they give you a third one then through this thing that looks like a turkey baster. And Dee Dee told me what they call it in the field. I can't think of the actual name of the chemical, but um, they call it the red devil. And let me tell you something right now, my friend. Uh, it's a walk to hell and back. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
Um,
I
everything
can understand that.
everything you've heard about chemotherapy is that and more and more. So that's why I'm here. So they killed the cancer for now, which is forever. But I still need a stem cell transplant in order to make things right because they've the chemo totally killed my immune system, and so I'm sitting here without an immune system. So
And how they tracking towards getting that donor?
so I don't hear the progress like every day. I don't get anything like that. My surgeon came in last week to see how I was doing and to tell me that they're still using the registry to try to find a 100% match. Um, but they're interested in my son Nicholas. So children are only a 50% match, but there's things that they can do that will make my body accept it. And they actually like the fact that his DNA and mine are close. It's so what he told me. This is what he said: we're keeping your son in our back pocket as a donor. So
Hmm. So, when do you go home now?
I saw my oncologist yesterday. I see doctors daily, but
You've
my
got the
main
wrong friends, mate.
right. Actually, I don't. I, I have I have the best medical team on the planet. I
And
mean,
that's awesome.
Dana Farber Cancer Institute. I don't know if anybody's familiar with it, but people come here from all over the world to get their treatment. So I know I'm in good hands. When can I go home? I talked to my oncologist yesterday. Uh, she said maybe in a week. So what Michaela, my nurse, was just doing, drawing my blood, that gets sent down every day so we can see what the numbers are. What they're looking at is a chemical that's in our blood called neutropene, and it's basically your white blood cells, the cells that fight infection.
Yep.
So as those cells increase in numbers, because they give me platelets almost every day, and now and then I'll get some blood, but they're trying to jumpstart my body's natural ability to make neutropenes. So once that happens and the numbers get in the normal level, I'll get to go home. I'll be home for about a month. My surgeon said they're looking at May 28th as my admittance date to have my stem cell transplant. So,
That'd be awesome. Now, wait a minute, mate. I have to get back into the chat very quickly. We've had a new entrant here. Boomer has just hit it. Lance Boondop.
hey, Lance, how are you, buddy?
He's in there saying g'day. Najum is saying g'day to him. Boomer is saying good to hear that, Jimmy. And also, hi, Miss Brown. Being very officious you are. I mean, official you are, Mr. Boomer. Nick is saying he has worked around a miracle hospital before. When you get the right doctors, they're amazing. Glad you're in a good facility, Jimmy.
Yeah,
And
I have the best. I have the best. I have zero to complain about in terms of my medical care, my doctors, and especially my nursing staff. Most
what
of you
about the
know
food?
that watch my live stream. What do I say at the end of it? Recognize our nurses. We love our nurses because they make doctors look good. And
Yep,
I'm certainly
absolutely.
finding out again firsthand how good they are. They are the best.
Now, Jimmy, Nick says a couple of years ago he spent some time working in Rochester, Minnesota, near the home of the world famous Mayo Clinic.
Yeah, Mayo Clinic is out that way. There's many really good cancer hospitals. There's one I think it's in Houston, Texas. Certainly the Mayo Clinic. We have the Mayo Clinic up here. Um, I I just was very lucky where my oncologist in New Hampshire, uh, they're affiliated with Dana Farber, and she sent me to Boston to get the very best care. So here I am. So I
So
can't complain.
Ross has put up your favorite taglines.
Right?
Hashtag PMA, hashtag KFF.
Yep. Keep effing fighting.
That's
Um,
it.
and positive mental attitude every day. I had a
Absolutely.
biopsy a couple days after the chemo was finished, and the results came back. And as you know, Sean, I told you what they were looking for was no cells, and what they found was no cells, which means
Woohoo!
I'm cancer right now, and I'm in remission. and all the more reason to make haste and get the new immune system in me. So
So how long
um,
before you're cruising again, mate?
it'll be about a year. Um,
You know, I
yeah.
had a cabin for you right next to Ricky Rocker on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise.
I'd even bunk with him.
Yeah. Jonesy from Tassie is saying, "Great seeing you there, Jimmy."
It's good to see you too, Jonesy. I can see the chat now, Sean. So
Oh, that's
um,
awesome.
I was afraid to touch buttons here for fear that I would lose you, but yeah, I can see it now. So
I can see clearly now the rain. Oh no, sorry, wrong
keep
words.
going,
Wrong.
buddies. Music is life. Music is
Yeah.
love.
Well, you
Sing
know
in the
what?
shower or sing on a stage. It doesn't matter. Just
No,
rejoice
but
in
you know
music.
what? You know what the problem is? Every time I sing in the shower puts water down my throat, tells me to shut up.
That's a good one.
Now I've got to do this. I've just got to do this. Otherwise, I'll get into trouble. Ross will get really upset.
Let's do it.
Foreign Journey is the ultimate tribute to Foreigner and Journey.
You're as cold as ice.
Bringing you back to all the eras of both Foreigner and Journey's careers. Rocking the biggest hits and fan favorites with a high energy authenticity of two of the world's most iconic bands. Foreign Journey, one of the most popular tribute acts, rock with an incredible high-energy stage show all night long. A show not to be missed.
Mate, that's one incredible cruise that we're going to be going on. And I know the exact positions where we're going to be live streaming with you.
Oh, awesome. I need to say something about the cruise. I was as Sean and I both know, and Ross, I was slated to be on this cruise. as part of the Helping Hands group. I was going to provide EMS and emergency support for the group, as
Now
well
I've
as
got to
other
claim to
things.
do it all on
But
my own.
because of my health, I'm unable to go. It broke my heart and I'm going to tell you why it broke my heart. This is the cruise of the century, folks. There's been many group cruises, many group cruises. I've actually been on one. They're fun, they're fantastic. You get to meet some cool people. But this cruise right here is unique. Not only are you going to get to see three great bands, there's going to be all kinds of other activities included in your cabin fee. You're going to get all kinds of swag included. There's going to be discounts. I know that there's some restaurant vouchers involved. You don't get that on other group cruises. This one here is the one to be on, folks. Um, I'm not going to get to go, but I want you all to go on this. You're going to have such a grand time, and you're going to get to meet my Australian bald counterpart because he's going to be on that cruise. Um, they're going to have an F1, the first annual F1 championship race.
Yes.
And what's the prize for the winner, Sean?
The prize for the winner is being able to down a shoey on the dais.
Not that Australian kangaroo pee-pee.
No.
Yeah, good.
We drink a decent beer, not that kangaroo stuff. Yeah.
Good morning, Captain Coco. It's good to see you.
Good on you. Good. I was just going to bring her up. Captain Coco, by the way, Captain Coco is the real captain. I just wanted Billy J to know that. Jen says 227 days until the HH4C Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise.
Woohoo!
It's
November
exciting.
29th, folks.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Now, if you
Yeah.
had your way, Jimmy, and let's say you were physically on the cruise, right?
Yes.
Because you're gonna be on there virtually, but if you were there physically, what would you like to spend your time doing?
Well, the first thing I would do on embarkation day is I would find everybody that's in our group, and you know what I will do? I'm going to hug you all. I like to give hugs. It's passing on positive energy as well as love, and that's what I do. So that's the first thing I would do. But I don't know. There's just so many things that you can do. Being a musician myself, I would try to find the members of all the bands, and I would like to sit down and speak with those guys, and just swap stories and trade memories and things like that.
Jen says, "Goody, she gets to drink out of her shoe." Jen, I will suggest do not use your Crocs.
Something just popped into my head. That may be a deterrent for people not to win. I don't know if anybody wants to drink out of a shoe. I think it's great.
That's all I'm going to say. This one has held many a wine or a beer, and I'll tell you what, drinking a shoe of wine, mate, seriously.
Nothing like it.
Yep. Ross is saying you'll be there virtually.
I will be. I love the fact that Ross is going to use technology and have the ability for me to be there. So I won't be there physically, but I'll be coming to you live from my boy in the bubble room at the studio. So
your den of iniquity, transgression,
yes.
Now, Jonesy says 4X gold beer because Queenslanders can't spell beer.
Yeah, there you go.
And yes, there is a beer called 4X.
Yes, there is.
It does not only belong to the condo. No, sorry. And he's saying, but it's good as well. which is great. And Donna says hi. G'day, Donna. Welcome aboard. Nice to
Hi,
have you.
Donna. Good morning,
Now,
Don.
I believe Donna and Coco have been working really hard. Sorry, Captain Coco and Donna
Captain
have been working.
Coco is the real captain.
That's correct. And I have to give respect where respect is due. But I believe that Captain Coco and Donna have been trying to keep Ross under wraps, particularly when Ross has been talking about the stuff, you know. So we'll just leave it at that at this particular point. Um, what about Jimmy? Would you have seen yourself as being the next Formula One racing driver?
Hell yeah. I wouldn't balk on going in the race for sure. I would definitely be a driver.
So Ross has added to that. He's sort of saying pub crawl theme, ship faced, and I don't know what the SDAU stands for. Diving, rock the boat, raise the glass, and lose your inhibitions.
Absolutely.
Jen is saying Captain Coco has been coming into her lives as well. So woof, Captain Coco is making a presence. She wants her presence to be known.
Well, it's good that she's finally come aboard on YouTube and these live streams. It's good to see
Oh,
her.
so Ross has clarified that ship faced and stage diving, rock the boat, raise the. Have you ever done stage diving?
No, I'm too old and I break easy.
But what about when you were in your 20s? Did you ever do stage diving? You didn't have a
No.
band then, did you?
Oh yeah. But stage diving wasn't really a thing back then. That kind of came out in the 90s. So when was I in my 20s? Maybe around that time. But uh, as a musician, I'm there to entertain, and the entertainment is not me jumping into a crowd and praying that they're going to catch me. I've
But wait a
seen
minute.
I've seen people during shows where they spread out and people have hit the floor like a bad belly flop.
Now, wait a minute. I was just going to say that because I've actually seen some band members do it.
Yeah, I
Um,
have to.
Jack Black, for example, standing off stage, and when he went to do the dive, everybody just stepped out so that he. Yeah, okay. Nick
Right?
is saying on Monday he's going to the Premier League in London, Tottenham Hotspur versus Nottingham Forest. Mate, I feel sorry for you. He missed it last time he was there. He's usually not a big soccer person, but when in England, don't do as the Pommies do.
Hey,
Seriously.
hey, Nick, when you go to the Nottingham Forest, leave the King's deer alone, or you'll maybe they'll tout you as the next Robin Hood. So just be careful.
Well, he can't be Robin Hood. He's got to make his way over to Germany.
That's right.
Yeah.
So just
Um,
keep yourself out of jail.
um, Ross is going down a really funny road here. He's going slot pull and Spin City rock and reel sedition.
Well, I know what a slot pull is. What's the Spin City Rock and Reel sedition?
I don't know. I think he's trying to do things using AI to speak for him. Jenny's saying so many fun activities, Ross. Let's get to the real good ones. Scavenger hunt, encore, scavenger hunt. Now, the last time I went on a cruise with Dewey from Dewey Ski, we were on the Carnival Horizon and he did a scavenger hunt around the Carnival Horizon. And I believe he's putting together the whole scavenger hunt on the Norwegian Encore. So it's going to be an amazing scavenger hunt. Lots of fun.
Yeah. I
Um,
noticed during your Helping Hands live, you were talking about the ducks.
Oh yeah, I'm going to bring those up. All right, I'll show you those. Um, let me show you those because I was going to bring that up now. And Jimmy, I haven't got you in this picture here, but please forgive me. Um, we have the ducks on either side of me. There's a silver duck and a purple duck, and those will be auctioned off during the um, what we used to call the cruisathon, what we call the Dreams in Motion. Because really, what we're trying to do is fulfill the dreams of anybody who becomes a um, a person who wants to have the opportunity to get on board the cruise ship. So the dreams of the recipient. So we hang on. I'm just playing around with something here quickly so that I can try and bring you into the shot there, Jimmy. Trying to be really, really snazzy at this. But as you can tell, I'm just a beginner like everybody else. There we go.
Hey,
Um, so the two ducks on either side will be auctioned off in the Dreams in Motion, and the auction starts off on the 20th, which is on Saturday, I believe. It's not that far away. And then we've got, if you have a look at the at the just underneath Jimmy's chin there, you'll see a whole host of other ducks in place there, and those ducks, well, the smaller ones will actually be available for you to find on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. So we're going to be hiding them somewhere, and you'll be able to get your free HH4C duck there on the cruise. Now, what we've got is just underneath me, you'll see the bigger ducks actually have the HH4C logo, and then they also have around the base of the duck, it says there, Dreams in Motion. So it'll give you an opportunity to have some memorabilia to take with you, and you can then use that with you on board the cruise. So there we go. Everything is trucking very nicely for that cruise. So we're certainly looking forward to it. So let's
I
go.
think it's especially the auction. It's a great way for you all to continue to help our organization and give back, and like the song says, making a dream a reality. Because there's people all over the world that they dream about going on a cruise vacation, and for whatever reason they don't think they would be able to do it, or they can't afford to do it, and
Yeah,
that's where HH4C comes in, and
absolutely.
they provide. If you know Kenny, talk to Kenny. He's the poster child, so
Yep.
um, he'll tell you. The man had never seen the ocean before, and
Yes, correct.
it's amazing. So it's a great way to give back. It's a great way to feel good. Here in the U.S., it's a tax write-off. Um, I know that you're working on that in Australia as well.
Yep.
Um, but we do still do the cruisathons, but you'll be able to give back on the cruise. So it's
Yeah,
just a great
absolutely.
opportunity.
Nick is saying, don't worry, he'll be doing crack in what? All joking aside, having fun in the pub, the Irish call that having the crack. Oh my God, you had me worried then, Nick. I thought you were going on that other stuff. Um,
Jeez.
yep. Ross is saying he's got bad fingers. Donna says he's got a lot more than just bad fingers. Um,
Jonesy.
Nick is saying Craig is an Irish Gaelic term for fun or good time. Jen's also going Ross. And also Ross is going Jen. Okay, so let me see. Jen is saying Ross, my best to Donna. Absolutely, couldn't agree more. Jen's saying love the ducks. Yep. Oh, thank you. I know you like. Oh, you mean those ducks? Okay, sorry. Nick is saying the 20th is actually Sunday. Okay, Easter Sunday. Is that right?
Correct.
Easter Sunday? Yeah.
Correct.
Monday, the auction goes live. Okay, so that's the 21st. Jonesy's saying having a crack here means something like doing your best. Yeah, that's true. When we say you have a crack, that means you're doing your utmost. However, if you're having a crack, well, that's a different story. Ross is going, thanks to cruisecave.com for the ducks. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Cruise Cave.
Apparently they were donated. Um,
Fantastic.
Jen is saying they look great, and Jonesy is saying the 20th, and it's April 20 is his birthday. Just saying. Seriously?
Um, I had to have a laugh because, and happy birthday, by the way, Jonesy, if I don't see you before then. But 420 means something different here in the USA. I don't know if it means the same around the world, but just saying, if on 420, a lot of college kids kind of participate, and you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't mean that here. Um, Nick is saying even though when he's in the Netherlands he could smoke as much weed as he wants because it's legal, he doesn't need to get high because he's already high on life. I think you're high on something else, and her name is I've forgotten.
Her name
Um,
is for sure.
Correct. Nick is saying from meeting her last year and getting to know her, and it's only fitting that we reunite at a train station since they met on a train. That's cool. Oh, thank you, Jen. She loves the ducks too. Yes, okay. Thanks, and yes, 420.
So he
Okay.
knows what it
Yeah, he
means.
knows. He knows. And so
So does
does
Jen.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's the rock and roll tribute cruise, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, taking along the 4 and 20 ain't going to work.
Yeah, no, leave that at home.
Now,
Um,
by the
'Cause
way, 4 and 20 here is a pie.
4 and 20 is that's the name of a pie,
That's the pie company.
a pie company. 4 and 20. Okay. What's in a name?
Well, what's 4 and 20 to you is different to 4 and 20 to us. So,
Right. I get that. I have to say something too. I was thinking this morning, I had a memory pop back in my head. Early in my career, I was at work at the fire department, and we get trade magazines just like in every trade.
yeah.
Um, there was um, a classified ad trying to get American firefighters to join the Melbourne Fire Department, and I was seriously thinking about it back then.
Now, I've got a question for you. Melbourne, Florida, or Melbourne, Australia?
Australia, my friend.
So, what's wrong with you?
Well, I had a wife, or I still have a wife, but early on in my marriage, and we had a little baby, and she didn't even want to entertain the idea. But if I was single at the time, who knows, Sean? I could be living right next door to you.
Scary thought. And I'd feel sorry for you. Now, Jonesy is agreeing with me. It's meat pies, 4 and 20 meat pies.
Gotcha.
And so, for an Australian, a meat pie is something you can hold in your hand, and you'd put a bit of what you call ketchup, we call sauce, tomato sauce, on the top, and you're supposed to be able to hold it in one hand, hold your phone in the other, or the stubby, the beer,
Yeah,
and chop away while you watch the footy.
got it. We have something similar here, at least in New England. I don't know about any part of the U.S., but we call them meat pies. They're pork pies. It's like ground pork with spices and uh, small pieces of potato, and it holds together very nicely. And it's the same thing. You can hold them in your hand and have a stubby and eat. So it's good.
No, here it's beef. They're beef pies, and the thing is, you can pick them up anywhere. Most you'd find most people buying them at the servo or go to Woolies and buy it, but then you've got to warm it up. So meat pies. It's the general feed of tradies during lunch break. Um,
Awesome.
now Ross actually started off by saying 4 and 20 blackbirds, and then Jen had to finish the song baked in a pie. I think she's got grandma issues here. Jonesy is saying life gets in the road, Jimmy, and he's right.
Yeah.
Now wait a minute, is it pasties? I would treat that as pasties, not pasties.
Or pastries.
No, he's saying pasties. I'm being facetious.
Gotcha.
G'day, Linda. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here.
Hi, Linda.
She likes the square pies the best, by the way. Yeah, the square ones are that they just make a bit more space, and they are awesome. You've really got to go out and give it a go. Have a try. Right? Eating pies is Australia's favourite pastime. Hang on, let me say it properly. Australia's favourite pastime. Yeah. Okay.
Australia's favorite pastime.
No, you put too much pommy in there.
Yeah.
Right? You were almost there until you said the past.
Hi, how are you?
Can I change your picture scene?
Yeah. All right. I need to sign off, folks.
Thank you for coming in,
They're
Jimmy.
gonna take care of my pick line and make sure it's all clean and healthy and keep the nasties away. So, Shauna, thank you for allowing me to come up on the live, and I love all you guys. And who knows, you may see me tomorrow.
Mate, it's a privilege to have had you up, and you're looking good. Keep looking
Thank
good.
you. Thanks, guys, and I appreciate all the prayers. So, have a good
Take care.
day.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye bye.
Well, were we lucky or what? What a guy. What a guy. Okay, so that takes care of the rock and roll tribute cruise. Now let's have a look at oh, wait a minute, what's the other comments coming in there? Jonesy is saying Tasmania is famous for its scallop pie, and yes, it's seafood. And that is nice. Well, I got to give it a try one day. Pasties are hand pies, Texas fried pies. No, here a pasty is vegetables in a pie. And it looks a little bit different. See you, Jimmy, from Ross, and bye from Jen. He's looking great. I'm really loving the look of the man. Seriously. See you, Jimmy. Have a great day. G'day, John. Didn't see you come on in. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. I think you've been sneaking in the background watching me all the time. Anyway, so as I said, the rock and roll tribute cruise is going to be awesome. There's going to be a whole lot of fun, and as Jimmy says, it is going to be amazing. What do you mean you missed him? I thought you were here. Well, you'll just have to watch the replay, Denise. You'll just have to watch the replay. You've been lurking. I know. You do a lot of that lurking stuff, and only come in when it's necessary. All right, so the rock and roll tribute cruise, as we say, is the amazing thing. What's important is the Dreams in Motion, which we've got coming up on the weekend of the 25th, the 26th, and the 27th of this month. What we would really love, folks, is we've still got some space for some creators to come on in. And if you are a creator and you would like to help with the helping hands for cruising side of things, please come on in, grab a space. I think Friday is full currently. We're looking at Saturday and some of Sunday. I believe we're trying to get some of the Aussies to do our daytime, which means that it covers your nighttime stuff. If that happens, we will be eternally grateful. At the end of the day, every dollar we raise gets to put somebody on board a cruise ship. Now, I do have some other merch there that's in the, if you go to look at the helpinghandsforcruising.org website, you'll see a section there that says fundraising. And in that fundraising section, you will see some popcorn and some coffee. Last month, we actually we got paid out for the sales that were made from the coffee and the popcorn. We made $250. That $250 has gone to pay for Gabby's onboard credit and an excursion for her. So she's going to have an amazing time on board the cruise. Now, her cruise is going to be in April of next year. So there we go. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Okay, let's have a look. Jen is saying you like how Jimmy looks because you know you now look like brothers. Yes, absolutely. You are quite correct. Actually, if you would have seen Jimmy about a week ago, he was not looking a happy chap. But now he's in a much better place. Jen is going Denise along with a couple with three purple hearts, so that's amazing. G'day, Eddie. Welcome aboard, buddy. You're sharing the screen on your channel. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate that. And Eddie Lugo is saying g'day to Jonesy. Your live is coming up at 7:15 Eastern. So, folks, if you after this, go ahead over to Eddie Lugo and have a look at his channel and make sure that he gets some of your love. Denise is saying g'day to Jen along with the purple hearts, and Jen is saying coffee and popcorn. Did I not say that, or did I say popcorn and coffee, or did I stuff it up? But Jen, thank you for keeping your eye on me. The popcorn and the coffee are awesome, I am told. G'day, Shaz. How you going? Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. You just missed out on young Mr. Jimmy. But nice to have you here. Hope you're feeling good. Pleasure, Eddie. Anytime, my friend. Anytime. Jonesy is saying g'day to Eddie. Okay. So now, as I said, Gabby will be on the cruise in April. That is why we've got her there, and every dollar that we get out of the Dreams in Motion will put some money into the coffers so that we can get more people on board cruise ships. Currently, we've got 2 going on the Rock and Roll Tribute that I know of. We've got Gabby going in April, and we've got 3 possible likelihoods for the Australian cruise that we've got happening. So that's going to be amazing. Eddie says coffee, yes. Popcorn gives him gas. Okay, so if the popcorn gives him gas, Eddie, you need to eat way more popcorn. Then you don't need to use electricity. You can go off the grid. I won't tell your lovely wife that. Alice will get upset with me. Eddie's having a bit of a giggle at his comment. Sharon is saying, yeah, she's okay. That's great. Ross is saying it's April 2026 is the ABC and Me cruise. ABC's and Me. Okay. Jen is asking if that's the ABC's cruise for Gabby. Yes, it is. That it is. And it's going to be with Bruce from Ocean to Ocean Travel, and also Felicia, and I always forget his name. I don't know why. But it's Felicia from SET Travels. So, yes, always forget his name. I don't know why. But Ilana will tell you I'm shocking with names. I can have people walk into a course and we'll start the course, and before I've even said my name is Shaun, I've forgotten who the person is that I'm teaching. So I'm really bad at it. Yeah, well, it appears, Jen, if you're going on the ABC's cruise, well, then you will. Thank you, Eddie. It is Greg. That's correct. Jen, if you're going on that cruise, I'd be eternally grateful for you to be able to assist. But yes, Gabby will be on that cruise. So, yes, that's awesome. Yep, Jen. And okay, so what else have I got to say, folks? We've run out of time. It's like 5 minutes to the hour, and I cannot honestly do the Ducks cruise any credit. We were privileged to have Jimmy on board. We've had a look at the Rock and Roll Trivia Cruise, and I know that everybody who's going to be on that cruise is going to have an absolute ball. We're going to ask for you to get as many as you possibly can. Spread the word. Let's get as many people on board that cruise. News to date is that we've actually got 58 cabins sold so far. So we're really excited about that. Thank you, Jen. Fantastic. We will count on your help. Ross, get out of there and go and do some work. All right. Okay, all got to get ready for work. Yep. You have a great day, mate. I hope it goes the way you want, and we have all the great news coming in. And Jen is saying, "Have a great day, Ross." I'm actually, when I'm done with this, I'm going to shut down early. But what's going to happen is, when I wake up tomorrow morning, our time, I'm going to have a blood test. So really, I should stay up all night and study for it. But I've got a blood test so that I can check on how my meds are working. So anyway, with that in mind, folks, I'm going to wish you all an awesome day. For those that are just getting up, for those that are going to bed, you have an amazing evening. And I will catch all of you later. Have a great day.
Come from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder, morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around, meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, heads up high.